sun goes down, you're gonna find me just hanging round. This nightlife, it ain't no good life, but it's my life.
Hello to all of our BPTV fans, YouTube fans, Facebook fans, and new fans. I'm Alan Levine, the Talking Machine. I co-produce and co-host by request with Jessica Lee, the jazz singer. Jess, what's our great theme today?
We are at a very special place in the historic Hill District of Pittsburgh where Al Levine, the Talking Machine, was born.
105 Pride Street near Mercy Hospital.
We're at the Kaufman Center, which used to be owned by the historic nonprofit, the Hill House. It's now owned by ACH Clear Pathways, and we're going to feature them and all the beautiful, artistic, creative happenings that they're involved with here at the Kaufman Center in the Hill District. So, Al, this is by request. I want to say I had the pleasure of singing here in this beautiful auditorium, the Elsie H. Hillman Auditorium that's on the wall here. And I'm going to come up with a very special song just to kick this off. We're going to do one song at the beginning, and then we're going to let that roll from here because we're going to meet some very special people. The founder of the nonprofit that now owns the Kaufman Center, one of the lead art teachers here, Al, and you're going to be blown away by the facility renovations.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you see the sun come shining through. For you light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You see that life, it's still worthwhile if you just smile. Just smile.
Hi everybody, we are here with a very special friend and colleague, Tyann Battle. She's the founder of ACH Clear Pathways, and we're standing in a really cool space that she's just about to tell you about because this space wasn't here before a recent renovation. So Tyann, would you introduce yourself and ACH Clear Pathways? Tell us a little bit about your startup.
Sure. My name is Tyann Battle. I am the founder and executive director of ACH Clear Pathways. ACH stands for my late 7-year-old son, Amon C. Harris, who passed away in 2009 due to a congenital heart defect I was unaware of. But before Amon passed away, he wanted to participate in martial arts, but I was unable to afford the cost because I was a single mother. So when he passed away, God woke me up and said, you're going to do this for youth and families in the Hill District at a low to moderate rate. So here we are 13 years later as a full nonprofit organization with the mission to nurture creativity through visual and performing arts, providing youth and families an opportunity within the arts. And most importantly, we are the facility owners of the great Elsie Hillman Auditorium Kaufman Center, which goes back about 3 generations of nonprofit organizations in art.
And Ty, you have a special connection with the Hill District.
Yes.
Tell everybody a little bit about your connection with the Hill, and I think your mother has a special connection with
Yes,
the Hill.
yes. So I was born and raised in the Hill District. I actually used to take piano lessons here at the Kaufman Center. But what I like to share about my family history is that we have ties to the great Crawford Grill. My grandmother was a cook at the Crawford Grill, and she had her own business as a restaurant where all the late jazz artists used to come and play. And I would bust tables as a little girl and get 50-cent tips from, judges and attorneys and artists. It's just a great memory to have.
Yeah.
And also, my father, his uncle, was the lead on all the jazz concerts here at the Kaufman Center, part of Hill House. So it's like full circle in my family history of the Hill District and how it ties into the arts. So I'm honored.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And before we talk about the facilities, because the renovation is amazing. If you haven't been to the Kaufman Center, the renovation is spectacular.
Thanks.
But the programs, I know
Yes.
a lot of people know that ACH Clear Pathways serves youth,
Yes.
arts, creativity for youth.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about seniors and some other things that have been percolating and that are in your
Sure.
heart.
So since 2010, we've offered visual and performing arts to youth as an out-of-school time program and also creative camp. But since we moved to the Kaufman Center, we've been able to branch out and offer seniors and individuals with disability visual performing arts programming here at the Kaufman Center. So we just wrapped up our fall programming for seniors with you, Jess, and Mr. Mark Strickland with our mindfulness and healing program with seniors on Mondays and Wednesdays. We also partnered with Mackey Loft, which is a part of Action Housing on Forbes Avenue. We service their seniors as well. And most importantly, the community as a whole, we're doing all that jazz in the Hill District every first Friday for summer months here in the Elsie Hillman Auditorium.
Yeah, so that was kicked off in a big way by, we've had 2 performances now, and the great Roger Humphreys on drums, and
Yes.
many others came and performed. The first Friday of every month in
Yes.
the summer is going to be 6 to 9. It's happy hour, there's some food and drink, and the community comes, and it's a second set jam session.
Yes.
So you can participate if you're a poet or a singer or a musician.
Yes.
The programming is fantastic here. The facilities are wonderful. So tell us where we're standing, Ty, and a little bit about the facility renovation.
Sure. So we kicked off our addition, renovation, construction right when the pandemic hit. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? But we've been able to add on 2,700 square feet of artistic space to the Elsie Hillman Kaufman Center. We are standing here in this beautiful visual art studio designed by our art director, Ms. Takara Canty. We are actually underground of the Kaufman Center, which we excavated underground and added the addition. So this space is very bright, it's vibrant, and it's a place where not only kids, but seniors and anyone can come and have an art experience.
The programming here is very open to people, open to the community, and some people are just learning about ACH Clear Pathways and the programming. You do have a great website. You want to just mention that?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. They can visit us at www.achclearpathways.org. And on our website, you can see our community murals and mosaics that we have done over the years. You can also check out our programming that we have to offer for community, in addition to our events and ways to donate. That is key for every nonprofit, especially small organizations like Clear Pathways. We are a United Way contributing agency through United Way of Allegheny County. Our contributing agency number is 105-32885, which you will find that on our website. And we are also a part of the state of Pennsylvania Education Improvement Tax Credit, where businesses can get a tax break by donating to us.
Helping is important. Coming and supporting programming, taking part in the arts programming, the performances, that's a big part of coming and being part of the community that you're building, because all are welcome here, which is something that you've done so beautifully over the years. And donating if you can, and like you said, charitable contributions, there's tax breaks. We're gonna take a special look at something behind us in this visual arts room, and then in the hallway. 6 years old, the artist here, Ty? You wanna tell us about what this is? The artist who happens to be right here. And this, I love this, the more I paint, the more I like everything, that's a good thing. Tell us about what's here,
So I can't speak too much about it. Ms. Takara Canty can, our art director, but just a little bit what I know as the executive director. Jaden, he is 6 years old. He attends St. Benedict de Moore School, and he comes to our out of school program after school every day. And he has worked so hard on many art pieces that you may see here, but this is magnificent. I mean, the time, the energy that Mr. Carr put into him to get him to stay patient and consistent on this art piece, I love it. And it's so funny that he even has a tag on here. And it says $4 million, I think. But
that's the starting price, the starting bid.
Yes, but I'm very pleased that he is excited to come here. This is a safe haven for children and community as well. But these are the great things that Mr. Canty has our students engaged in. They look forward to coming and coming back every year. And we have been doing this 13 years, so I just want to keep it going so that everyone is able to release their stress, their trauma, all their frustrations through the arts instead of violence or, you know, mental abuse and things of that nature. So,
Right. So what's really cool is there's also a focus on wellness, mindfulness. The wellness and the arts, health and the arts, but 6 years old and did that and contributed to this too. I love that saying, Tyann.
The more I paint, the more I like everything. It's beautiful. Oh, and one more program we're kicking off. It is a juvenile justice violence prevention program by the name of the REACH program.
Okay, wow.
We are going to restore, empower, advocate, and heal our teenagers. So Jess, let's just say you're my sister, I'm the bad child, mom's always focusing on me, and you are left out. So what we're going to do is support you as a sibling through our artistic arts programming, in addition to giving you some therapy, art therapy, in addition to a safe haven to come, and also advocate for you in school and maybe through some human services. So I want to be sure to let everyone know about the REACH program. And again, you can visit our website to learn more about that.
It's beautiful. So much empathy and compassion.
Yes,
through
thank
the
you.
arts. It's beautiful. So let's move around. We're going to see a special kind of a thing in the hallway and see a couple of your really beautiful rooms and performance, the Performance Center.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, everybody, we're here at a very special place within the Kaufman Center with a very special friend. I'm going to ask her to introduce herself to you, please.
Hi, my name is Takara Canty. I'm the Visual Arts Director here at ACH Clear Pathways.
How long have you been here?
Since the second year of ACH, so almost 13 years.
We are standing in front of a really long, interesting, super piece of art. And can you tell everybody a little bit about this and how you were involved with this piece of art?
Yes, so during our renovation, one of our co-workers, Mr. Dre, had passed. And during that time, a lot of the staff and the kids were grieving. So I came up with a therapeutic art project for the kids to do a mural of Dre. But the wall actually wasn't up. So I had the kids take butcher paper, and they each created an image of their self in relation to Dre. So we have some superheroes. We have a lot of different personalities and stuff on the wall. And after the wall was put up, we painted the image of Dre with the background and wallpapered all the kids onto the wall. I really love this mural because you will see the kids come and talk to him. You'll see the staff come and talk to him. But also, it was just a really healing, healthy exercise for the kids to just get through that grief of their loss.
Yeah, so here's another example of arts and healing, arts and wellness. And as you'll see in a moment, this stretches for a long way, and the kids are really little to really pretty big, really little ones to really tall ones. And tell us what's the most exciting thing for you coming into the next year or so with your arts programming, some of the things that you just are excited about.
I am really excited to work with as many kids as possible. I work a lot with self-identity. And I like to help to push the kids to become who they are, not only through visual arts, but through music, dance, and all the other majors that we're able to offer. But then they also see that the more things that they sign up for and learn about, they are able to use that individually as a young artist.
Yeah, there's so much here and so many good people and good hearts. And so just the final thing, can you tell us just a little bit about his relationship with the kids, Dre? What did he? What was his involvement with ACH Clear Pathways?
Dre was he started with us when he was finishing high school, so it was nice to see him first as a older teenager come here, but then he ended up being one of the favorite teachers for a lot of the 8 through 10-year-olds. He was able to connect with them because he was younger, but it was also nice to see him grow, get a full-time job, go to school, and start working on his own personal goals and things in life. And the kids seen that, and it also helped push them to want to do more. He was known for his smile. No matter how upset, sick, he always had that permanent smile on his face. And that's one thing that I wanted to make sure that I executed whenever we were putting this mural up.
So he passed unexpectedly and early, but his spirit is here, and
Yes.
What a beautiful way to celebrate his life and his contribution through the arts.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, everybody. We are now in the offices of ACH Clear Pathways, and there's something really cool behind us that Tyan's going to tell us about. Right here is a really kind of cool artistic rendering. What is that, Tyan? Tell us a little bit about what it means to the organization.
Sure. So in 2019, the Hill House Association approached the board of ACH Clear Pathways, and they asked us if we would be interested in acquiring the Kauffman Center. So the board decided to do a capital campaign launch of, I think it was $2 million at the time.
Yeah.
And we decided to invite an artist by the name of Leah Silverman, who I met through the Heinz Endowment. She's a great artist. So Miss Silverman came, and she was our live artist. So the guests of the capital campaign launch would come up, share with her their vision of community ideas of what can happen here in the L.C. Hillman Auditorium and Kauffman Center as an artistic space. So our slogan is "A blank canvas holds infinite possibilities. Be the first brushstroke on a life." People came up, their ideas, for example, voice and music lessons. They also
Yay.
had creative writing. We were in a writing center, spoken word, and more. So I thought this would be a good keepsake because we were successful in raising over $2 million. We were able to raise $4.5 million, which was for the acquisition of the Kauffman Center and also the new addition that you've been able to see here on this show today.
Amazing renovations of the facilities. What do you need help with? What's coming? How can people support you with fundraising,
Yes.
volunteering? What are you looking
Yes.
for now?
So in order to keep the Kauffman Center sustainable, we are always in the gearing up of fundraising. The fundraising committee is looking for sponsors for our 2023 gala, which will be held November 10th. And the theme for our creative sponsors will be ACH Hopes. We are hoping to acknowledge the past, celebrate the present, and hope for the future. Since we are in the 13th year of the organization, the symbolic number for 13 is angels.
Oh, beautiful.
So I'm very excited because, of course, as you know, the history of the organization is created out through my son, who is my angel.
All right, let's talk about him for just one moment more. Tell everybody
Yes.
again the inspiration for the startup of ACH Clear Pathways.
Yes,
Was
so
your son. Go ahead.
this is my son, Amon C. Harris. Amon was just a boy. We all know how young boys can be at the age of 7, but he loved community. He loved the arts. His favorite artist was Michael Jackson and Soulja Boy. He loved to dance and take photos, and he just loved the arts. And when he passed away, going through his items, I would see things he would draw, raps he would rap and write down on paper. So I knew when he passed away that there was something else meant for my life, because he was my only child at the time. And God said, you're going to do this for kids in the Hill District. And that's when, actually I had this since 2010, this actual board itself.
Wow.
It stands the test of time, right?
Right, yeah.
But we were registered as a charitable organization. Its purpose is to enrich the lives of children and youth in the Hill District, and is dedicated to the memory of Amon C. Harris.
So he's our angel, leading you, turned your pain into purpose.
Yes.
And now you're expanding programming to include seniors, those with disabilities.
Yes.
And now that you have this amazing space, and the Elsie Hillman Auditorium is an amazing space with a
Yes.
balcony, a stage, you have a grand piano.
Yes.
People can rent
Yes.
the venue as
Yes.
well. So talk about that piece.
So Miss Elsie Hillman and Evan Frazier put a lot of hard work into the Elsie Hillman Auditorium, and it is magnificent. I want to thank the Heinz Endowment for pouring into the space as well. They gave us a grant to update the audio and video. We have streaming capabilities, and it is just a place where it's a hidden gem, I would call it. No one's interested in coming to the Hill District, but this auditorium will make you want to come to the Hill District.
And
for
Ty,
events.
let me just say to everybody, you know, I had the chance to sing a First Friday jazz happy hour 6 to 9 just last month, and we had a second set jam. And there's so much parking. There's parking behind the venue, street parking right in front and on the side of the venue. And it's safe. It feels so safe
It
here.
is.
And you guys do such a beautiful job. And there was
Yes.
beautiful soul food and
Yes.
drinks and all ages welcome. And
Yes.
so I just want everybody to say, I'm here, I'm coming here. Center Avenue is really, really a great place.
Yes.
Everybody goes to the Penguins Arena.
That's right.
You're just
One
a couple
block
blocks.
away, yeah.
A block away.
Block
so,
away.
you know, come on up
Yeah.
and check out what's happening here. So
For sure.
anything else you want to mention before we talk about a special piece of artwork that's just outside your office, about what's coming, fundraising, volunteerism, anything else you want to mention to everybody, Ty, before we talk about a special artist?
Yeah, I would just like to invite corporate. I would like to invite artists and anyone who is interested in having a rental space to fit their capacity of their event. We are here for the community. This is a community asset. We're a nonprofit that wants to give back to community as well, and we are here. So please visit our website at achclearpathways.org. Click on the rental tab and get more detail. But yeah, we're here.
And downstairs if you park in the back and come around to the left of the building, there's a big outdoor patio. If
Yes.
you're coming from the front, it's on the right.
Yes.
It's wheelchair accessible, really beautiful outdoor space. They have a brand new bar they built and an entrance, and so it's really a fantastic place for events. Tell us.
Most importantly, I
Yeah.
don't want to forget, July 29th and 30th, ACH will host our second annual Hill District Arts Festival. It's 2 days of 30 vendors, entrepreneurs, artists, and 2 stages of live entertainment. And most importantly, we have a silent disco where it's the headphones and it's a silent party and everybody's jamming out on the street of Center Avenue corridor. And it's a free event, so please bring your family, bring your lawn chair, and enjoy a weekend of fun.
And so that's this summer, 2023, the second
Yes.
annual, and it's July.
July 29th and July 30th of 2023 between the hours of 2 and 8 p.m.
And come rain or come shine. So,
Yes.
all right, now one of my favorite pieces of artwork in this building is just outside of your office here on the right. Tell everybody who did it and the meaning behind it, and we'll take a peek at it.
Yes, so in the Hill District, there are a lot of talent that's like not out there. But we have a barber who is well known. His name is James White, but everyone in the community calls him Pee Wee. Pee Wee is an artist that is just another hidden gem in the Hill District. But he was my son's barber, and when my son passed away, he said, when you get your building, I want to do something special for you. And we got the Kaufman Center, we renovated it, and I brought him in to do this awesome mural. So when you guys check it out, you will be blown away. It is painter's tape with stucco that makes it look as if it's the brick background from the poster we just shared. It's the exact picture. And he aged him. He looks a little mature, right? So this was done on his 21st birthday. I've been doing the work since he was 7 years old, and he turned 21 last year. And we unveiled with our kids from camp and community members and Representative Jake Wheatley. It was just amazing.
So I want to just say thank you, everybody, for tuning in and learning more about ACH Clear Pathways,
Thank you.
the Kaufman Center,
Yes.
formerly part of the Historic Hill House on Center Avenue. And we are so glad to be here with you, Ty. There's magic
Thank
happening
you.
here.
Yes.
You've created a beautiful, loving, kind environment, a safe
Thank you,
space for
Jess.
all, and all are welcome here. And it's such a wonderful vibe. Come and meet Tyann yourself. She'll become part of your family like she's become part of mine.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Alan Levine. I really appreciate this opportunity. And to all the viewers, remember the Hill District and the cultural history and the arts. And if you would like to meet me, feel free to give us a call, 412-815-0271. Thank you, everyone.
Jessica Lee, you exceeded my expectations. It's so cool with my history in the Hill District being born here to see the renovations, millions of dollars in great renovations. It's such a bright, helpful place now. And I hope you enjoyed what we brought to you and explained what they're doing. And don't forget July 29th and 30th for their art festival. And Jess, thank you so much.
I'm glad to bring everybody here. I've had the pleasure of teaching and singing in this great space. And keep the by requests coming, the songs. I'm going to continue to honor those. And we'll continue to show you creative spaces and creative people, especially doing creative things in the region.
Yes, and thank you for watching. Thanks for all your great feedback. And thanks again, many, many, many times for the by request all the time.
Thanks again to BPTV and Dave Cable. We'll see you soon. By request.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your pain and sorrow.